Alright, so in this video, we are going to start setting up our new project. So for this one, we're going to set up a project, and then after that, we're going to learn how to transfer its standards to another project. Okay, so let's start it by creating a new project. So let's select new, and then I'll select here browse. And then since this is Imperial, so I'm going to select English here. So just double click the English folder, and then I'll use structural analysis default metric RTE or template. Okay, so that's a template file. RTE is a template file. So I'm going to select here open. So that's the template, and then we're going to create a new project. Select OK. All right. Okay, so now the first thing that I'm going to do is let us try to modify our project browser. So let us explore our project browser. Okay, so to do that, I'm going to right click my project browser, this area here, the views all. And then you see there's a browser organization here. So this is the option that you can use to modify the view of your project browser. As you can see, the setting here is all. Okay, so if I select that discipline, so let's see what it gonna be look like. So I select here okay. So this is now how it looks like. So it's based on the discipline, right? So if I select level 1 here, so you can see here the discipline. Okay, so structural. So all of these are under the structural discipline. So our project browser is based on discipline. So let me right click again my views here, and then I select browse organization, and let's use other options. So let's say type discipline. So type discipline, I select here okay, and then there you go. So views type discipline. Okay, so as you can see, the structure is what's the type, which is floor plan, and then after that discipline, and then after that the views. Okay, so that's the setting, type and discipline. So same here. So what's the type? 3D views is the type, and then the discipline is structural. Same with this one. Elevation is your type, and then the discipline is structural. Okay, so let me just right click again my views here and go to the browser organization. So let's click that. Okay, so I'm going to select here by discipline. Okay, and then I'm going to edit this one. Okay, so I'm going to edit this. So there's an option here, edit. Okay, right. And then for the filtering, I'm not going to do some filtering here, but I'm going to select here grouping and sorting, or maybe I'll just filter it. Okay, so I want to filter it by discipline. So let's look for discipline that is equal to structural. Okay, discipline that is equal to structural. So if I select here okay, so that's the settings. So it's by discipline, and I select here okay, and there you go. So if I expand this, so it's just discipline. Okay, so that's how you filter it. So that's how you use the filter. So now what I'm going to do is the next thing that I'm going to do is we're going to specify the project information. Okay, so let's say you already explore the settings of your project browser, you already explored the browser organization. Now the next thing that I'm going to do is, let me go to the manage, and then I'm going to modify the project information. Okay, so let's click project information, and then after that I'm going to put up some details here, like for example the address, project address. Okay, so I'm going to click the ellipsis button, and then I'm going to select the address here. So let's say this is 123 any address, McInnes Parkway, San Rafael, California 94903. Okay, so I can also press enter to go to lines. Okay, so like I want this to be on the next line, so I'm going to press enter. Okay, and then I'm going to press enter. I type here USA. All right, and then I'll select here OK. There you go. So let's say the project issue date is today, the 5th of June 2025, and then the project status, work in progress. All right, so now the next thing that we're going to do after you specify the project information, after you fill out all of this, okay, so what I do is I modify the project parameters. Okay, so after the project information, so I'm going to select here OK. Now the next thing is I'm going to specify the project parameters. Okay, so I'm going to select project parameters here. So as you can see, I don't have here project parameter. So what I want to do is I want to create a project parameter that is called view purpose. Okay, I want that to be placed here on my view properties. Okay, I want that to be placed here. So let's say I want to create another group here. So when I say group, this is group, graphics group, underlay group, extents group, identity data pacing, and view to sheet positioning group. So these are all groups. So what I want to do is I want to add an additional group here on my view properties that is called other. Okay, so I want to put on my other group a project parameter that is called view purpose. Okay, so I want to use this view purpose to organize the project browser such that views are grouped according to their purpose. Okay, so a view purpose can be analytical, construction documentation, working, or any other purpose that you specify to better organize the views in the project browser. Okay, so that is what I want to do. So I want to create a project parameter that is called view purpose under other group. Okay, so to do that, I'm going to select here project parameters, and then I'm going to create a new parameter. So let's click that one, and then I name it. Okay, so this is a view purpose. Okay, so view purpose, and then it's gonna be instance properties. The discipline is common. Data type, it's gonna be text, and then the group. Okay, so I want that to be put on the other group. There you go. And now, where do I want to put this project parameter? So what category? So I want to put that on the views category. Okay. So I want that to be placed here on my view properties. So I select here views, and then after that, I'll select here OK. There's the view purpose, and then I'll select here OK. And then you will now see here, without selecting any elements from our view properties, there's now my view purpose. Okay, so what's the use of this? So I can use my view purpose to organize my project browser. So let's say I'm going to right click my views here, and then I go to browser organization. So let's say I'm going to create a new view. Okay, so new. So I'm gonna call this view purpose. Okay, so view purpose, and then I select here OK. There you go. Now I'm going to, instead of using filter, I'm going to use grouping and sorting. Okay, so first I want it to group based on the view purpose. Okay, so view purpose, and then after that, group by view purpose, then by let's say discipline. Next is discipline, and then say family and type. That's it. Okay, so view purpose, then discipline, then family and type, and then I select OK. And then I check that one. So I want this to be applied here on my project browser, and then I select here OK. And there you go. So I'm going to expand this. So as you can see now, there's a question mark here. So that means, see here, for example, my level 2. If I go to my view properties here, as you can see, the view purpose here is empty. So that's the reason why there's a question mark here. Because all of these views that I have here, their view purpose is not specified. So that's why it's question mark. Because as you can see a while ago, we set it up based on the view purpose, and then after that, discipline, and then after that, family and type, right? So these views here are all under that view purpose, which is question mark. So we don't know it because we haven't specified yet. So what I'm going to do is, for my level 1, I'm going to change the view purpose. Let's say I want that to be analytical. Okay? And then enter. All right, and then as you can see, it's now here under the analytical view purpose. Okay, so I'd say I'm just gonna delete these views here. I don't need that. So right click and then delete. All right. So now for this view and then site, so I'm going to specify the view purpose. So like for example, that is working view purpose. Then apply. There you go. So it's now under the view purpose working. So all of the views that I have here, they are all working plan. So this view, so that one is for analytical view. Okay. So let's say, for example, this one. This is going to be my, for documentation. For example, these views, this elevation is for my documentation. So I go to my view purpose, documentation, then apply. There you go. So it's now under the documentation. So basically, we are organizing our project browser based on the view purpose. So I'm going to select this analytical model. So let's say that is for my analytical. So I click this. I already typed analytical a while ago. So that's why I just click the drop down here and then select analytical. Apply. And there you go. So there you go. There's no question mark anymore because we already specified each views to its view purpose, right? Okay, so that's our view purpose. So these are the views for my analytical design. So this is for documentation, and these are all working views. All right, so now the next thing that I'm going to do is, let's say I have another project. So take note that this is project 2. Okay, so this is project 2. So let's say I have another project and I want the settings that I did here on my project number 2 to be transferred to my new project. So I'm going to create a new project. So I select here new. Okay, I select browse. I'll use English metric. So I'm gonna use structural analysis default metric.rte, same template. So I select OK. All right, so do not close your project 2. So this is my project 2, and then this is my project 3. So I want to transfer the settings from my project 2 to my project 3 so that I do not need to recreate again the settings. So as you can see here on my project 3, there is no view purpose here. Okay, so if I go to the browse organization, there's no view purpose there. And then if I go to the project information, as you can see, it's nothing here because this is a new project. And also the project parameter here, there's no project parameter view purpose. Okay, so instead of me redoing all the settings that I have done from my previous project, so I'm just going to transfer it. Okay, so make sure the project where you want to copy the settings is open. Okay, and you know the name. So we know the name. Name is project 2. Okay, so this is our new project, project 3. So to transfer, so we are going to use transfer project standards. Okay, so it's still here on the settings. Transfer project standards, just click that one, and then you are going to copy that from project 2. Okay, I don't want to copy all of it, so I'm going to select here check none, And then what I want to copy is the browser organization settings, project parameter. Where is it? Project parameters. What else? Project information. Okay, so that's it. Okay. And then after that, I'll just select here OK. And then override. And there you go. So if you look at my properties here, so there's now my view purpose parameter. Okay, if I check my project parameter here, so there's my view purpose project parameter. If I go to the project information, so there's my project information there, including the address, the date, status, and then let's see the browser organization. So you see there's my view purpose there. Okay, so that's it for this exercise. So hopefully you learned something from this video. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day.